Hey, what's up, Julio? I was not quite set up yet, so I'm not sure. It was probably just showing that I was setting up. I'm glad you're here. Give me a second. All right, cool. Hope you guys can hear me. Um, so basically, yesterday the winning streak came to an end. We actually had a slight loss day. We were on a 20-0 run for the last 3 days, and then yesterday was a break-even day, or actually a slight loss day. I lost about $30 or something like that. So it broke the winning streak, and I know exactly why. So every time something happens where I either force anything or I get too cocky or whatever, I always write notes on why this stuff happened. So I know exactly why this happened. I mean, we can't win them all, obviously, but we just got to keep going, man. What's up? Good morning. So basically, let me get started here. I'm going to show the receipts on exactly what's going on here. But here's what happened. First, I said very specifically that I love the Red Sox. I also talked about the Tigers and the Blue Jays, but there was two major red flags that I ignored. One of them for the Tigers, I said that they were favored to bat in the ninth inning, which means that they should have been losing the game, and that was a favorite slightly of a minus 120. I still took it. I took a risk. I'm a much higher risk tolerant person, but that did not come through for us. And then this one, I should have just stayed away big time. The line was reversed. It was moving in the wrong direction. And I did say the White Sox could have won this game, especially being that they were in a regression phase, meaning that the Blue Jays were winning over and over and over and over. And obviously, that has to come to an end. And the line shifted in the wrong direction. It was saying that the White Sox should have won that game. So again, those were all the signs I skipped, even though I mentioned them. If you watched the video I said yesterday, I said the White Sox might win this game, and sure enough, they won. So that's what happens in sports betting. Sometimes you just lose, but overall, sometimes you just skip the warning signs, and that's what I did yesterday. What's up, man? Good morning. Thank you. So, yeah, thank you. So people are just commenting saying I know my stuff. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah. So this is the overall. Let me see here. So overall, this is what happened. We had the Red Sox to win by 2 or minus 1.5. They won by like 8 or something like that. So that came through. I took the Red Sox on the money line because I needed somebody to parlay this with Thomas Sagis on the under RBI. But this guy didn't end up playing, so I only got paid out for one play right there, one leg, which was the Red Sox. And it's confirmed they did win. They did win 10-2. So they won by 8. We needed them to win by 1.5. And then I had CJ Abrams, which he got a hit. Then I had Bobby Witt Jr. and Brent Rooker to get a hit. They both got a hit. And then I had Alec Thomas to go under 1 RBI, and then Juan Soto. But Juan Soto didn't end up playing. So that was it. So that was it, guys. It was a 5-3 day. The 3 losses were, like I said, the Tigers, the Blue Jays, and then Luis Araez. He didn't end up getting a hit. I also had Jaron Duran, but he actually did get a hit, but this guy killed the parlay because they were expensive. So either way, 5-3 day, we took a loss, small loss, and it is what it is. So how do we do this, man? This is, again, I'm sorry, I'm not sharing my screen. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. All right. So this is called the Sharp Edge. The link is in the description. Basically, it gives you the breakdown of all the games. I've already talked about this. I parlayed it. You warned us. Yeah. Rangers and Angels was a great game. I didn't watch the game. So basically, a lot of the times I don't even watch these games, to be honest. It takes forever, like 3 hours. So it would be literally 3 hours of my day every day. Just to watch these games. Sometimes I don't watch them. Sometimes when they're interesting or they're good, I do watch them, but very rarely do I sit and watch the entire game. But anyways, it is what it is. So let's keep going. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Check out the link in the description to check out this called the Sharp Edge. Now, again, going back to what I said specifically yesterday, we should have skipped the Tigers and we should have skipped the Blue Jays. I said that specifically. Today, I was looking heavily at the Cubs. Everything else that I was looking at did not make any sense at all. So I filtered out of all the games that were being played today. I filtered it all out, and the Cubs was the only one that I was looking at. So out of everything, the Cubs, again, is the only one I'm looking at. But then I started getting into this, and look, for example, let me just go through it so you can see. So again, these are very clear indications that we should stay away. I'm going to give you guys 2 batter props just for being here. I appreciate that. But I'm going to tell you why I skipped this game and why you should too. And the stuff to look out for is more important than anything. So here it is. The line move started at a 108. It went to a 116. So that's an 8-cent juice. You can see it's 72% of the money, 85% of the 72% of the bets, 85% of the money is coming in on the Cubs. Everything looks good towards the Cubs. You can see over here. And then right, you get down to it, the last 3 games, the Twins have actually beat the Cubs. So this is the 3rd time they're playing this week. Or not, maybe not this week, but the last 3 games have been the Twins versus the Cubs. And both of those games before this, the Twins have won. Okay, so that's a big red flag. Another clear indication is here. Overall, in the last 10 games, whenever the Twins have started as an underdog, they've lost 20% of the. They've only won 20% of the time. But again, you start getting into all these details, which they lost yesterday, or the last time they played, they lost 8-1. The Twins won, and then before that, the Twins won again, 4-2. So then the only difference today, why everybody's taking the Cubs, or not everybody, but why the line is shifting dramatically, is because of Carlos Correa, and he's going against Paddock. Paddock has a weaker ERA. He has about the same experience. He's got 7 losses compared to 6 wins for Rea. So overall, the pitching is good, the starting pitching. But then you get into the bullpen, and look at this. This is horrible for the Cubs. In the last 3 games, they have a 15 ERA. So if you know anything about baseball and you know anything about pitching, the higher the ERA is the worse. So the lower is the better because it's earned runs. So the less earned runs the pitcher has is better. So in this case, 15 is very, very, very high and very, very bad. So that's why it's saying they're complete breakdown. So now you look at, again, they've been losing the last 2 games. The bullpen sucks, and the starting pitcher is basically the only thing. So if you were going to do anything with the Cubs at this point, it would be the first 5 innings. I'm not going to keep talking about this, but basically look at ranked 4th OPS for the Cubs, ranked 9th for the Twins. So they're supposed to win by 0.9 runs, so by 1 run. 65% chance the Cubs are going to win. But again, that's it. I started looking at this stuff, and there's too many signs. I mean, it's not one sign. It's like a lot of them. For example, they lost the last 2 games. I've already talked about it. I'm not going to repeat it. So at this point, even though I took the time and filtered it all out and I'm giving you all the information, there's no reason for me to place this bet at all. So I'm going to skip it, okay? And I'm going to skip actually all the games. And I was actually looking at the under RBIs, and I was looking at the no-run first innings as well. But nothing is making sense. The only thing that's making sense is these 2 batters, okay? So I'm going to give you the 2 batters, and that's all I'm going with for the whole day. So if you guys appreciate that I do this research and we have a team that looks out at all this stuff all day, make sure you subscribe. So the first one we're going with is Jarren Duran. Like I told you yesterday, we had him yesterday to get 1 hit. He actually got 2 hits. I don't know why that graph showed 1 hit earlier, but he did end up getting 2 hits yesterday. He does come up to bat between 4 and 5 times. And then he's faced this pitcher before 12 times, and he's gotten 4 hits. So he's averaging a 3.67 against Bradley, and he's hitting 100% hit rate in the last 10 games. Okay, overall, I looked at this graph. I did the research already, and it looks like he is going to get a hit. Very high chance he's going to get a hit because wherever this guy throws, this guy tends to hit. Compared again, so think about this. 100% hit rate overall in the last 10 games. He's coming up to bat between 4 and 5 times. Some games he's getting 2 hits, especially in the last 2 games he's gotten 4 hits. and he's faced this pitcher 12 times. He's gotten 4 hits, and this graph matches. So everything matches for this guy to get a hit today. So I took that. And then the second one is this guy, CJ Abrams. This guy, again, we had him yesterday. I'm pretty sure we had him yesterday. Let me see something. Let me just make sure on that. No, yep, it's right here. Look, CJ Abrams. So this dude got a hit for us. And then, like I said, Duran actually got a hit for us as well. So anyway, here we go. CJ Abrams for the Nationals. Last 10 games, 90% hit rate. He is coming up to bat a little less than the other guy, actually 4 to 5 times. I don't know what happened this game. He must have got injured or something. I'm not sure. But 4 to 5 times at bat, he's exceeded this line, meaning he's gotten this hit 10 out of the last 11 games. He's came up to bat 13 times against Mikolas, and he's gotten 5 hits. So that's an average of about 40%. So think about this, 90% against anybody overall in the last 10, plus he's getting multiple hit games. And he's exceeded this line against this guy 40% of the time. So that's an amazing thing. Also, overall, I've already done this research. I'm not going to bore you with the details. But basically, wherever this guy throws, this guy tends to hit. So, yeah. Yeah, DJ's saying he went stupid the last 3 games, 7-9, slight loss. Yeah. So the same thing, man. We're 20-0 in the last 3 games, 20-0, no losses at all. And then yesterday was a slight loss day with 3 losses. So I'm not mad about it. It is what it is. I mean, it does feel dumb that I kind of feel like I forced shit, and I hate doing that. But it is what it is, man. I mean, even me that I've been doing it for years, I tend to slip up. So you can't let the greed, you can't let the greed more than anything, or the confidence. You get cocky after a while. You're like, man, I'm not going to lose, and you start. And that's why bankroll management is so important. I have a whole video where I talk about bankroll management because it is so damn important. If you're not doing your bankroll management, then, like, for example, if I was winning 20-0 and I was just kept winning, and then obviously I'm not going to win all the time. I'm not going to hit nobody hits 100% of the time, not even 80% of the time. So if I start raising my unit sizes dramatically, like let's say, okay, now I'm winning all crazy, so now let me triple my bankroll or whatever. Let me, instead of $50, I'm throwing in 150 or 500 or whatever. Then I would have took a massive loss yesterday. So, yeah, man. Yeah, thanks, DJ, for sure. So yeah, guys, that's all I'm going with, man. I know it's boring to look at, and I know it's dumb or not dumb, but it's the smart way to go about it. I can easily say, you know what? Let's throw some shit on the Cubs. Let's sprinkle some shit on the Yankees, and it makes no damn sense. None of these games today make any sense. So that's all I'm going with. Jarren Duran and CJ Abrams. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And then I was looking at the under RBIs, under first inning RBIs. None of them look good. I was looking at all the games. None of them look good. I think my business partner's looking at one play, which is on the under. I can't remember what game it was, but we're looking at the under. And that's about it, man. So if you appreciate the effort, the inputs, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you guys being here, and let's bounce back for sure. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. Let's have a good day.